There's Sheila, wandering around like a lost sheep on Cromer Beach. Oh, you found a boat. Well, Survivors fans, here we are down the old canal. There's a rather ancient boat here. I don't know if it's nearly half sunk or what. We got a boat, a dog in the river. There's Sheila wandering around in her own little world with her camera. And of course, the thing you no doubt remember is that. Old Bridge 76 from Parasites. Looks like a few trees have been cut back. There's an old tumble down building here we've just discovered.
Ah, this is a place just been sold.
Yeah.
And they're just renovating it by the look of it.
Okay, yeah.
They've got a concrete mixer and that.
Yeah. Probably their privy or something, isn't it? And a very old Welsh privy, folks. Possibly. There's the old bridge that Mina found. Not the bridge, the bit of wood Mina found. Still there after all these years. I think this is the stretch where they had the supposed explosion here with the boat. Nope. Well, yes, we're here, back to Skenfrith. Second time this year, because the first time the camera went missing. So we're having another go with a different camera. I hope you like it. So that's the bridge at Skenfrith. Be careful because there's traffic at that. The old rapids at Skenfrith. A group The swans in the background.
I was just trying to see what it was.
Looks like somebody's created something round there. Big. Here's the old mill at Skenfrith. Still here. Still looks like it's somewhat neglected, or very neglected. Not really altered much at all, really. You can see the old Skenfrith Castle just beyond there, which we'll be having a look at in a minute, see if it may be open. I don't really know. There's the old Skenfrith phone box, still there, well and truly overgrown. Here we are back at Skenfrith Castle, second time this year, as I was saying earlier, but now it is actually officially open. We sort of encroached earlier on, but then managed to lose the camera. Perhaps there was a poetic justice there. But anyway, we'll let you have a little look around the old castle, which kind of backs on to the mill. Quite an impressive castle here. The village of Skenfrith itself was flooded out this last winter twice apparently, around about 4 feet high in some properties. We were just talking to a chap who's having to renovate his house. So yeah, but I think the castle was probably on just about high enough ground. Certainly places like this tower were anyway. Oh, this is what's left of the old mill wheel at Skenfrith Mill, and I'm afraid there's not much of it left at all. The woods look like it's all gone now, just about. Very sad, but there seems to have been an attempt to clear some of the undergrowth here, the growth, but I don't know why. There's a shot of the rapids at Skenfrith. The chap we were just talking to was saying that the layout of the river and the width and things like that have been altered a heck of a lot from in the last 20 years. So some of it will look a little bit different apparently. There we are, that's goodbye to Skenfrith Mill. Well, here we are back at Hampton Court, just after the worst of lockdown is hopefully over. And, as you can see, we've got a one-way sign here. We're supposed to go one way round the gardens. I've got Sheila's with me here. She just give this bush a little jerk, as you can see. There's very little wind this morning in the old walled garden. Anyway, we'll have a little look round, and I'll try and remember all the special bits, and Sheila may have something to say as she sees some flowers to identify for you. What are them things with things on top there?
These?
Yeah, them.
I don't know.
You don't know? Come on!
But there's a nice conference pear there that's been trained in a fan.
So they've got a pear pie there or something, have we? Yeah. Come on then, let's go round.
That's a nice little view down.
Yeah, yeah. We've got a few marigolds here, Sheila tells me.
English marigolds.
Oh, English marigolds even, yeah. She puts me right. It's lovely and quiet here today, though, really is. There's a shot of the rising hill there. Yeah, it's really
I'm not
beautiful.
sure, but I think that's chard there.
What, those things that look a bit like cabbages?
Yeah, I think that might be chard.
Okay, right.
I'll take a bit of that. That is quite a nice view down there.
Yeah, okay, then Sheila's now going to do a bit of video for her private video.
Hang on a minute, there's not much left.
I think this is the spot here, near the old no entry gate here, where they supposedly found a clump of potatoes, and old Barney was singing potatoes, potatoes. I'm not absolutely certain of that though. Right.
And some,
Lettuce is apparently here.
and also sweet peas in
And
amongst
sweet
them.
peas, oh, okay.
Edible and non-edible.
Right. They're looking towards Jenny's wisteria arch walkway, whatever you call it. We're going to head down there I think in a minute. Yes, and here we are is at Jenny's wisteria archway, with the old original gates still there. They've survived very well over the years. There we are, the light at the end of the tunnel, which is what we all hope for this blinking old horrible virus. And there's Paul's tree, what's left of it.
And the logs.
They're out! They've gone out!
And the logs that Steve was playing on last
That's
July.
right, yes, old Steve's loggy thing. Oh, I love
Balance
it. Really is a beautiful day, Sheila, isn't it?
It is lovely. After a wet week last week.
Yes, yes, yes. The old grass is looking fairly freshly mowed. They didn't pick up all the grass after them, but we can't really be too critical, can we?
Yes, we can.
I see extremely socially distanced cafe come old Paxton greenhouse there. Yeah, there's the old toilets, which have been very much modernised. They used to have the old large area, as they were called, toilet pans in there. Well, here we are at the rear of Hampton Court Castle. We just met one of the owners of Hampton Court, who was telling us about how they've reopened the place on Wednesday. Bit of a slow start of people coming here, but no doubt that will increase as time goes on. Yes, she's and her family have owned the place since about 2004, she was telling us. I did ask her to do a little interview on camera, but
She ran away.
she ran away. Isn't that little voice behind me? Yeah, she ran away, but never mind. And apparently Paul's tree has died. It is officially dead now, and we said, well, we hope they're not going to knock it down altogether, but it probably will have to be somewhat pollarded just to make it safe, but hopefully the doorway will remain. But that remains apparently in the hands of the people who do all this work, the woodman or whatever you call them. The tree surgeon, there we are. Yeah, I'm being prompted here. You need a prompt sometimes when you're as thick as me.
No, you're not.
There's a few people on the woodland path, the river walk path, which is open, which we're going to do very shortly. You'll be pleased to know. Oh, I love the dead tree up there, look. Yeah, yeah. There we are. Oh, it's a really nice day, actually. Quite.
Apparently it's two brothers and the sister and families have got it here now.
Right, I hope you heard all that. Two brothers, a sister and the family. Right, here we go. And Lorraine Treadwell, still locked down in New York. I really do hope you enjoy this. Can't be much fun to be stuck inside, but I know your city is extremely dangerous. So enjoy, please. As I wish you could be here with us, along with a lot of the other Survivors fans. But it is open now, only £6 a head. So I'm sure a few more people will be along very soon. It's a bit of a slope, is there? Come on, smile. This is what I always call Greg's Gate. It rattles. And this is a spot very near here, following the episode where poor old Barney was put to death. I think it was that one where Greg and Tom Price were sort of standing here talking. And that was an old, Sheila thinks it's an old sheep shelter of some kind in the ha-ha there. But we're not too sure what it is, but it's interesting. Here we are with a little bit of the River Lug, still flowing through quite happily. The back of Hampton Court. And here we are downstream of the River Lug. A little bit murky, can't see any fish in it. It's a beautiful view, isn't it, good people? Well, I like it anyway. I wonder what's in that clump of trees we just showed you. We'll probably never know. I think in starvation it was around about here where old Tom Price was shot doing a bit of attempted fishing, shot as in filmed. Many years ago, when I first visited Hampton Court, and I hadn't yet been in touch with the Van Campmans, this is the angle I managed to obtain access unofficially here to take a photo or two of Hampton Court. That would have been around about 1995, and it's probably one of the best spots to actually get the view of the whole building from. It's very quiet today, not too many people around. No weddings yet. But who knows, when I win the National Lottery, haha, Sheila and myself might get married here, you never know.
I'll believe it when I see it.
There's a bit of a ha-ha from Sheila there. But we've got to get these things all organised. But anyway, world, you've heard it first here on YouTube. Well, the world panics over this virus. This old brook just keeps running on and running on. As you can see, we're doing the riverside walk, gently making our way up to Hampton Falls, which should be quite good because we've had a fair old bit of rain earlier this week. There we are, Hampton Falls. This is probably here, the area by the old stream here, where Jenny, played by Lucy Fleming, confessed to Abby that she was pregnant. It's difficult to get the exact spot. As you can see, the trees somewhat shield you from Hampton Court to actually get the angle right, but I think it was probably along here, roughly speaking. And here's Hampton Court other waterfall. Very near the dodgy old bridge, which Sheila really likes when I bounce up and down on it. Not. And here's a shot from the rickety old wooden bridge at the other side of the waterfall. With the sun glistening through the trees. There's a shot of the lake with Hampton Court just behind. Haven't seen any swans yet, unless they're well hidden. They probably are. A little bit of renovation work going on at the castle in the corner there. Not too sure what's going on. One of those is probably Abby's room, as we call it, in the castle. The clock that's always 12 o'clock. And I think that just about concludes our visit to Hampton Court on the 11th of July 2020, the year of our lockdown. Just when you thought that was the end of the visit, Sheila's just found something very beautiful to film, so I thought I'd better film it. But apparently no cygnets this year, unless they've already been and gone. I don't know. They would have been looked after still, wouldn't they? So probably no cygnets. Fair old bit of weed on the pond. Bit like my fish pond at home. Now that really is the end.